Hey guys, Sarah here with LuLaRoe with Elly Albrecht, Sarah Creasy, and Christina Albrecht, otherwise known as LuLaRoe Mainline, to get you out of your comfort zones and into a little bit of pattern mixing, or as I like to call it from 30 Rock, power clashing. All right, so let's go over some basics. Pattern mixing involves the combination of two or more patterns that are different, and putting them together in a way that looks appealing. So I'm going to show you some of our LuLaRoe offerings that we have that look great together, even though you wouldn't normally go that way. All right, let's take a look. All right, so some of the rules behind pattern mixing involve two patterns of a different size. So let's take a look first at this shirt. This is Randy. Love the Randy, like the Raglan baseball tee look. This shirt includes a navy blue background, a berry pink, mustard yellow, and then like a light green geometric design on it. So that's a smaller design. We would be looking for something that is a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller than that. So let's put this up here so we can take a look. All right, we've got our Randy. All right, so first we have this Cassie skirt that's super awesome for fall coming up. It's a berry pink, and it's got like these sideways chevrons that look almost like tire tracks. Put them together, and it pops great with the berry pink in the Randy, and the berry pink in the skirt really pops out. I think that would be a great topper for this Randy shirt. And we've got two patterns going on here. So they're both very subtle patterns, and they work well together. They balance each other out. But let's take a look at this Randy with another skirt. Here we're pulling in from the mustard, golden color. We've got a very busy geometric design. It's a larger scale design, and what we're really looking to do here is pull in that mustard from the Randy. Take a look at how awesome that looks together. You wouldn't normally say, okay, these two would look great together, but that white geometric design really pairs and balances out the darker shade in the background of the Randy. Okay, so that's one example of pattern mixing. All right, let's move on to the next one. Another thing that we can look for is using monochromatic pattern to balance out a pattern in a different piece. So we've got this beautiful Cassie. It is a red on red plaid. We've got a lighter shade of red with a darker red plaid over top. And what we're going to be pairing this plaid with is polka dots. And I will tell you, polka dots are basically your neutral. That's right. Polka dots themselves can actually become a neutral. All right, so we're pairing this with the red polka dot that's in the Irma. So I love those two together. Okay, very bright, both very bright colors, but because this is a more monochromatic skirt, it looks great and balanced against this Irma. All right, now I'm going to show you an example of what doesn't typically look great in pattern mixing, and that's when you have two very large patterns competing for each other. All right, so I love this Irma. It's got such a great, I love these like fleur-de-lis, paisley going on here. It's great coloration. And I also love this Cassie skirt. It's such like a summery skirt. I love it. We've got burnt orange against bright yellow orange. Now, we could try to pull in this stripe here that matches really well to this Irma. However, when we put it together, it's not bad, but those two patterns compete against each other. So typically, you would rule these out. But I'm going to show you how to balance out a different kind of Irma and show you how that would work. So let's take a look at this Irma. Okay, so we've got a slightly smaller scale pattern, a little bit more detailing and more fine detailing, but what I'm looking for here is this kind of copper color and this burnt orange color, which balance out well with the plaid in this Cassie. Together, let's get a little bit of woohoo. I would wear that Oh yeah, and because blue and orange are complementary colors, the blue stripe in that shirt really balances out and pops. All right, we're almost through this tutorial of pattern mixing. All right, so these are just some really quick examples of how you can do a little bit of power clashing on your own. We've got a very subtle stripe with this pink here, and we're looking at this pink that's here in this Lindsay. So we've got a Julia that has a nice subtle pattern to it, and then a much bolder Lindsay. And because we've got these pinks that are matching, it goes very nicely together. Sorry for all my camera work. I think that would make a really great outfit. I love that, and I love Lindsay and Julia together. And then lastly, when power clashing / pattern mixing, you're looking for something that doesn't compete totally for attention. So while I wouldn't normally look at these and say, hey, they look really good together, because this is such a subtle pattern and it's slightly larger, it goes really well with a smaller pattern that's slightly bolder. Got it? Good. All right, so that's a little tutorial in pattern mixing. Although I will say that yes, there are rules that you should follow, but the biggest rule is if you feel good while you're wearing it, then it's right. So I'm slightly doing my own little power clashing today, and I'm roughly pulling out the tones that are available in both of these pieces. And I love stripes and florals, so I can't really help it. And we're finishing up our LuLaRoe Bootcamp week, and you have earned a word from me. So the last word in our sentence that you're supposed to put together for our Shirley giveaway is me. M-E. Make sure to write it down and let us know. Thanks so much for joining us this week.